Hey, how's it going? YouTube, EDC, and knife community. The Roving Ronin here for episode number 8, and time to sip from the Grail. Yeah, we talked about at the end of episode 7. I found a Grail knife. Now, I said I had a small list. I didn't really want to reveal what it was at the end of that episode and give anything away. I can tell you right now, 3 knives on that list include the Koenig Arius, the Chris Reeve Umnanzaan, which is no longer on the list, and the Sharp by Design Evo Typhoon. Now, I gotta be honest, the hardest one, or the one with the least availability, the Umnanzaan. Have to give a shout out to my good friend Joe Tarbell at JT's Knife Shop, which is truly my happy place. I've been looking for this knife for over 2 years. First went into Joe. My wife got me a really gorgeous large Sebenza at JT's. We, went out. She looked for an Umnanzaan as well, but they just weren't available. Joe's kept it in his mind, kept it open, got a really small consignment of them. 3 of them, and as far as I can tell, and I don't quote me on this because I didn't check everywhere, but the big retailers weren't selling it at the time he got them in. And the few places I know in the Northeast didn't have any. So take that with a grain of salt, but it's very possible that JT is just being the type of businessman he is and making the connections he does, probably had his hands on the only 3 Umnanzaans in the Northeast. But yes, he got it for me. I was absolutely over the moon. I was gonna go that day, but I really couldn't get off work. So yeah, I couldn't get up there, but he was nice enough to hold one for me. And then when I rushed up there to get it, to tell me, "Oh man, I'm so sorry, I sold them out. I forgot that you actually wanted one." You just have to do that. I don't know if that's just a guy thing. I remember that in the Marine Corps, we used to do that with each other. And in the best of moments, we'd have some of the most harsh things to say. Yeah, obviously this isn't an unboxing. I wasn't gonna wait. I just couldn't do it. But keeping it, this is it's a crazy thing I have with Reeve knives. I just keep them the way I found them when I first got them out of the box for the first month, And there she is. And now here's the irony of it. Obviously, I would have been content with any Umnanzaan that became available because of their scarcity. If I had a preference, if I was ordering from Reeve, which you can do, by the way, you can go on Chris Reeve's site and you can put in an order for any one of their knives, including an Umnanzaan, and they tell you right up front, the lead time, 18 to 20 months. So it depends on your patience level. But if I was doing that and had to choose, I'd have picked the Tanto because they make fewer of them. Harder to get, and I like Tantos. I mean, got to be some simplicity to it. And sure enough, Joe, when I said to Joe, he was talking to me about getting in a consignment of, just listen to that. Engagement is just perfect on this. He told me he was getting a consignment of CRKs, and I said to him, look, obviously, you're probably not getting Umnanzaans, but you do know, if you get one, let me know, and I'll be there in a matter of hours. And he kind of paused and laughed and said, just so happens I have 3 coming in. And thanks to just him being a great guy and an awesome businessman, he held one for me, and I got up there ASAP. They did sell out. I will link JT's, I think I put his information up as well, but I'm gonna link his site below. Now, he's working on the site. My suggestion if you're interested in anything from JT's, you can check my YouTube page, and excuse me, not my YouTube page, my Instagram page. It's down below. Bills EDC_obsession. I always put new links in for the videos, and I always make sure to include videos from JT's when he has specials or something. You'll see it in my story. But yeah, if you give him a call, that's really your best bet. I know a lot of times people don't like doing that necessarily, but JT is a knife collector first and foremost, so he speaks the language. It's the easiest way I can put it. So, but I'll make sure to get that information down there. This is just a really quick overview. You know, is it showing off? I don't know. You guys are all part of this community. I mean, you just know how it is. You know, when you are and you get a knife like this you've been searching for, really, one of the first things you think is, great, I got it. I gotta tell the whole world, So, yeah, I'm absolutely ecstatic. Shorten my Grail list. Fortunately, I did have an honorable mention at 4, so I can just fill it in and have a list of 3 again. But the Shirogorov F3s might be a little bit more difficult to get than this, so we'll have it on there. I was starting to believe that actually one of the reasons you make Grail lists to begin with is just to have knives you'll never get. So I'm sure you can imagine I am just ecstatic. Absolutely ecstatic at getting my hands on this. So once again, I want to give a big, huge thanks to my buddy Joe Tarbo at JT's Knife Shop. JT's is located in Port Jervis, New York. I won't get this all right, but just to give you some idea, JT is an authorized Benchmade, Spyderco, Microtech, Chris Reeve knives, Kaiser, and a whole bunch of others. I don't remember all of them. MP Knives in New York is another one. Oh goodness, Hogue. Yeah, the list goes on and on. And if you give him a call, he'd be happy to share it with you. And yeah, if you like CRKs and you're looking for one, no guarantees, but hey, I'll tell you one thing. He usually always has some kind of CRK in stock, so can't go wrong. He does not overprice anybody. You know, what you see things retail for is what he sells them for. He's a good, honest businessman. It's a small family-owned business that's been there since 1975. It's the type of business that I think we should all be supporting. It's people just like us trying to do their best. So, guys, thanks so much again for joining us. Thanks for letting me share. If it was showing off, I do apologize, but thanks for letting me show off my new Umnanzaan. Shout out to Chris Reeve and Tim Reeve for the magnificent job they do on these. And thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Bills EDC_obsession. And leave us some comments down below. Tell us what you think. Something that you'd like to see, some changes maybe, scenery, background. Most important, let us know the kind of knives that you want to see. Something that's out there maybe that you haven't seen or you feel isn't really getting enough attention. I mentioned in our last episode, and something I'm looking into a little more, I'd like to do some retail reviews. And I'm gonna look to you guys. Give me some ideas on places that maybe you've been curious about. We'll work out some parameters and yeah, see how that works out. There will be upcoming episodes on location again from JT's Knife Shop as JT starts to unravel that amazing custom score that he had. I mean, he got like 3 different collections. There was over 1,000 knives. They all have to be cataloged, and we're really fortunate to have sort of, you know, like a fly on the wall position as he does that. And yeah, so guys, tune in. Please, please, if you like what you saw, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. This way, when new videos come up, you'll be in the know. And as always, guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for supporting us. Please stay safe. And as always, stay sharp.